They have nothing they can do. So our prayer is that if possible they have the land, yeah. If we can put just a structure here, Where? Just here, you can show us.
The size of the heart, sometimes you don't know the identity. You look at other abnormalities. Example, the expanded heart.
My name is Nyahururu GK is the county TB leprosy coordinator, Laikipia County, and I work in the office of the county director as the coordinator of all matters, health issues related to TB in the county. Now, for the last 1 week, from Monday, we have been in prison, Nyahururu prison facility, screening the inmates for TB. And what prompted us to come to this place is that we noted a spike in the number of diagnosed TB cases in these facilities, especially for the last 2 months. This facility, based on its population and TB prevalence, is supposed to notify at least 6 patients per year. But as we speak, up to today, it has notified over 333% more. From a target of 6 per year, by the close of business today, we had notified 20. What is most significant about the 20 notified is that 15 or about 80% of them are confined in one ward, what the prison authorities called one, or in one building. Lack of an isolation facilities renders our efforts to control TB in the facilities null and void. Why? Because even after diagnosis, after we initiate treatment, they still go back to mingle with the other non-infected patients. Among the patients we have notified, the 15, 13 of them are what we call bacteriologically confirmed, meaning they are infectious. There is no way, living in such a dimly lit, poorly ventilated, congested environment, that these people will not infect the others. And actually one of them is a prime candidate, almost assured, we are almost sure that he is a drug-resistant TB case. Our fear is that in the absence of any intervention, and by this I mean, isolating of these confirmed TB patients away from the rest, we may end up with the whole ward, in fact the whole facilities, infected with TB. This is a ticking time bomb, and your intervention is not only timely but very desirable.
What is your recommendation?
My recommendation is that we need to improve the living conditions or wherever they are housed. If it is possible, and I believe it's not beyond us, we need to decongest those so-called wards. The other very important thing is that we need to put up an isolation facility whereby all those TB confirmed for at least the first two weeks to 1 month, while under treatment, they will be separated from the other non-infected patients or occupants of the cells. During this time, 2 weeks to 1 month, and if they are faithfully put and monitored on this treatment, normally they will be rendered non-infectious. It costs not less than 26,000. This we call them, catastrophic cost. Not less than 26,000 to treat normal drugs sensitive TB patients. But the government caters for all that, and they are treated free of charge. Just as it costs, it's a catastrophic cost for treating 1 TB patient. Not the cost of drugs is not less than 145,000. These are the costs that, in seeking treatment, the patients normally incur. Otherwise, it takes almost 2 million to treat 1 TB patient. And taking into account that 1 TB can infect not less than 10 to 15, You can imagine, one DRTB patient infecting 10 to 15 will mean as incurring not less than, at the minimum, 30 million bob treating just those infected from one DR confirmed patient. If we have the resources which the governor has promised to avail, including where necessary, you know, footing the expense for having such a digital X-ray team brought on board, we can have, and we plan actually to conduct one in the Batuk camp, where we had one confirmed TB patient. Batuk had written to us, and they invited us. We plan maybe in the course of the next week or so to go and do screening there, as well as the other prisons, and mainly because TB is to be found among the poor, overcrowded, especially in the informal sectors like minor, if we can, and congregate settings. This is a congregate setting. Overcrowded, poorly populated, like in schools. We can extend the services even in schools. Yes.